There we go.
This meeting is being recorded.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So I just want to start with the kind of the intro that we were going to do last week. And then none of my stuff was working. So hold on one second. Let me change my view just so I can, because I'm going to share my screen. There we go. So you guys, our content that we create for the week, essentially when I sit down, I do my posts and I do my stories. So I literally go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and create my content for the week that way. And a couple of things that I like to do first when I go to sit down is, what are some things that are going to be going on in my life this week that I can share about? That's some kind of content. So when I write down my days of the week, okay, this Thursday, it was supposed to be last week, but it got switched. Zoe has her dentist appointment. So I can put that in there. Mother's Day is coming up after this weekend, so I can put that in there. I know that there's some stuff that I can share. If you're in sports, if you've got anything coming up that you can share, the more personal you could be with your posting, the better. And I know a lot of us, I know for me, I was like, I don't have a really exciting, adventurous life like a lot of influencers out there. So I've got to use what I've got and then share what I like to share about. So last week we talked about writing down our niche, like our core things that we're passionate about. Mine would be, and I shared some ideas. So if you guys want to write some of these down, they call them F words. So the most viewed or the highest interest are family. So anything personal, you guys, fashion, so beauty, hair, clothing, fitness. So anything to do with healthy eating, workouts, anything that gives value when it comes to fitness. A lot of people will just like, it's interesting. I find it's interesting. That's one of my cores. That's probably why that's one of my cores. Food, you guys, yummy food. How many times have I gotten stopped scrolling because I've seen like a really something that looks good? So food is an F word. And then freedom. So any kind of travel, any kind of fun and freedom go kind of hand in hand, things you would do together. So those are just some ideas if you want to write those down, that'll kind of spark what kind of content that you're going to create. And number one, you guys, is entertainment. People love to be entertained. If you can make any kind of video content, it's like 70% of people watch video over reading a post. We have such short attention spans nowadays. And I know people are terrified of making videos, but there's lots of ones that you can do without even having to get yourself in them. As long as they're entertaining, you can still reuse people's content, which I'm going to go over after. Okay. So why I have this day picked out is because normally when I also create new content, we have our family call and they'll tell us what's coming up for the week. We have our May game plan calendar that shows us if there's an enroll-a-thon coming up, if there is a follow-up Friday coming up. Right now we have our hair, skin, and nails promotion on all month. So I would recommend highlighting the hair, skin, and nails. At least, like usually I pick one day a week to do some kind of beauty product. Normally that's my Saturday if I post about it. Okay. So that's just something to keep in mind and to highlight. All right. So we are just going to start with one day, you guys. We're going to do Monday. If you want to write down a post and a story on your day off. Yes, Melissa. Or Sunday. Usually if I create some of my content, I'll do my beauty on the weekend usually. And then during the week is like my workout, my posting supplements, my regular stuff. But that's just me. Okay. I have one last thing and I'm going to share my screen. Nope, I think I'm just going to share my screen. Okay. And like I mentioned, you guys, you can always unmute and ask where I'm seeing things, if you have a question, anything like that. Okay, we're going to go into boards. I'm going to go out. So first things first, you guys, I recommend making your own board. And you can just go down at the bottom and click create board. Okay. You might need to do this after, but this is what mine looks like. So I've got my monthly content and I've got May, and it's literally labeled. So if you create your own board, you can make it May content, and then you can just make a file, write down a little plus sign down here, sorry, a folder, make it May, Monday the 8th. So this is mine. And you can see, I like to do, and I recommend picking a day of the week to share results. I like to do results Monday. That's just my personal, like, it's just easy for me if I don't have to think every day, ooh, what am I going to post about today? So this is Danielle's, and I have it labeled product. So it's got the wording already typed up, and then it's got the picture saved. So if you guys don't know how to add an image or anything like that into boards, I'll have to show you that another day, but I'm going to show you where to find this content. Under the Go-Getters board, under posting 101, there is product posts. Yes. Where is it? Oh, weird. I don't have it in here. Shoot, where did I put it? Okay, regardless, we're going to go in here and we're going to find a post. It doesn't have to be results Monday for yourself. Obviously, if you want to, that's fantastic. My recommendation for Monday posting is, what do we think about? So it really is getting into the psychology in a little sense about what to post. What are we on Monday? What do we feel? We feel tired. We want coffee. Okay, we want some kind of energy. We maybe we are looking for a reset after indulging over the weekend and we want to cleanse, or aloe, something that's going to help us feel good. Maybe we feel really stressed on Monday. Maybe we want an anti-stress. It's not all about weight, but you can go in here and find one. And I'm just going to pick one of these as an example. I'll do this one. So I'm going to copy this, you guys. And you can even go into your clipboard in your phone. If you don't have a board set up, just go into your clipboard and make post number 1. Just label it post number 1. And go out into my content folder. And I'm just going to type it up. Text. I'll put post number 1. Who loves coffee on a Monday? That's a good hook post. And obviously, this is where I recommend inserting. If you love the coffee, you guys, and you have your own personal testimony, even if it's just that it tastes good or that it gives you good energy, this is where you insert it here. If you've never tried the coffee, don't let that hold you back from sharing about how amazing our coffee is. You can literally just say what you're excited about it. So I want to ask you guys kind of as we go through this, do you want me to unshare my screen and kind of just let you guys like freelance find your own content for the day? We could take 5 minutes. You can find a post, kind of jot some notes. What do you guys think?
I like seeing your screen.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to talk while I do this, you guys. I'm going to speak as if I've never tried the coffee. And I'm going to say something like, I love how one simple decision can start your day by just switching out your morning coffee. I know it doesn't even have to say us. It can just be, you know, you talking to your audience. Okay. Oops. Okay, so this is for the skinny mocha. I'm going to change this. I would like it if it was $2.50 a cup. So I'm going to say we have a special gift because it comes with a frother. For everyone this week, because we do. Or you can message me coffee for details. Okay, so you guys, this is a post. I'm going to save it. And then if it's me and I'm going to put a post up, I like to have something that's eye-catching. Pardon me. Again, it goes back to like, we're so visual, and when we see something that's appetizing, we want it. Or like, oh, that looks good. I would like to eat that. So in posting 101, under product posts, again, we click on the coffee right at the very, very top. There's a folder that says pictures on it. And there's some yummy pictures of coffee in here that you can choose to use. You can even Google yummy coffee. You can just Google image yummy coffee and go find one that you're like, ooh, okay, if it looks good to you, it's going to look good to your friends. Save it and put it in your content collection. So I'm going to show you how to save a photo. In boards, I'll use this one. So right on the top of my screen, there's the little arrow with the down thingy, the little down arrow. It saves that image. So just like if you were going to copy and paste from, goes into my camera roll, just like if you were going to do it from Google. I'm going to go back to my content folder for May, click the plus side, go to my images. I'm going to add the image and then click the check mark and it's saved. So my post one is there, my picture's there, perfect. So now we're going to go into the Go Getters board and we're going to go to stories. 101. So in here, you guys, we're just going to do the coffee for Monday, okay? We're going to go to coffee, and I want you to scroll and find two, just two, maybe 3 pictures if you don't have any coffee on hand. So what we're looking for when we're doing a story is the very first one that gives like the benefits, looks appetizing. So that's, and maybe like a little call to action, and you can always add your own. I'm going to scroll through and find an example. So I would use a picture like this and I would save it. And then when I go to post it to my story, I would add a little caption that's like, check out these benefits, ... And then that way they're like, and they'll click on the next one. And the next photo is going to look like this. And it's got the benefits, or it's got testimonies, or a before and after picture, so people can see what the results are giving, and then a call to action. So this one already has a call to action on it. You guys can see the little smiley face thing at the bottom. That is all you need for a story, guys. We don't need to blow up our phone. We don't need to find tons of slides. The only thing that I would add to this is if you were going to make the coffee yourself, do a little boomerang of you drinking your coffee, or of like you cheersing your screen, or you don't even have to have the keto coffee in there. You can have an empty mug. I've done it. Okay. Maybe you're waiting for your order to come. Cheers to all my coffee drinkers out there. That's all you have to say. Okay. Or if you have your own results, that's even better. So I'm going to save these 2 pictures. Oops. And then we're going to do our Monday opportunity content, and we're going to switch to Tuesday. So I'm going to do this in real time. I'm going to pick a day. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna select move. There we go. Okay, so we are gonna go and get an opportunity post. Again, you guys, everything you need is in boards. We're gonna go to posting 101 and we're gonna go to business posts. So there's a couple of different ones. Obviously, you can scroll down until you find one. Normally on Mondays, again, you guys, the psychology of posting. What is everyone thinking when they have to get up to work on a Monday morning? Oh my God, my alarm, I'm so freaking tired. You can make a post just about the fact that you don't have an alarm. Oh my God, I have to commute. I have to drive to work and spend gas. Okay, you can make a post just about that. I have to rush out the door to get my kids ready for frickin' school and the daycare. You can make a post about that. So what are you feeling on your Mondays? You know, if you can find something to write about that's relatable to you, guarantee it's relatable to someone on your Facebook. And it's real and it's vulnerable, so that people are going to make that connection versus who wants to make money from home. But yeah, why do they want to make money from home? Because they don't want to feel those feelings. So I'm going to allow you guys to scroll down and click on some of these and open one, because we all have different things. Okay, just find one. We're going to take 2 minutes to find a post. This is a good one. You know what? I'm not even going to change anything. Oh, you cannot open a whiteboard during screen share. Whiteboard. Weird. Okay. So now that I have my little basic content for the day, I'm going to write myself kind of little notes. Okay, I have my talking about it's a 7-day weekend post for me. Maybe you're talking about a no alarm clock. Maybe you're talking about a no commute. Whatever you want to talk about on your Monday, I want you to think, what is the first image that pops into your head? So I'm talking about a 7-day work week. I could take a picture of myself in my bed, just of my feet. It doesn't even have to be my face because I'm going to look horrible in the morning, tired mess. Okay. Maybe it's a picture of an alarm clock. Go to your room and take a picture of your alarm clock on your side table. Okay. Literally anything, you guys. What does your morning look like? And share with your post what your Monday is. Okay. So I'm going to type up a little note and I'm going to say extras post. I'm green, so I like the little details. If this isn't you and you like to go by like the seat of your pants and just go with whatever you feel the content that day, that's perfect. But I'm going to say, oops, picture me in bed, straight up. So I remember, I don't have to think about it. And then I'm going to put in a filler today. That's going to be a positive quote because it's Monday and everyone needs to feel good. The other good thing about getting that picture, you guys, is that you can take this post that you just did, this business post, and you can take this first, this part, and you can cut it, and you can take that with the photo that you just did and put it on your story and layer the first part, and then put the next slide is you in exact same photo, next one. So when they tap through it, it tells a story of your morning, even though it's the same photo. You don't have to make an opportunity story slide. You don't have to find one. You already wrote one when you made the post. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, guys, we're going on to Tuesday. So we've been sharing in the Jamaica Push chat. If you go on the Go Getters board, every Tuesday we're doing Trip Tuesday. We have an opportunity for someone to go on a trip to Jamaica. So we need to share about it consistently so that people can, it takes us a while to see content and not everyone sees our posts. So we go to Posting 101. Oh, sorry. We're going to go to Stories 101. Open story slides. Right up at the top, it says Incentive Trip. And there's some beachy style of photos and wording. So again, we're just going to pick a couple of slides. And this one we're doing every single Tuesday. So we have more points that we're updating it and we're sharing it in our story so people can see us earning it. Like, what haven't I used yet? Okay, so, oops, sorry, I went ahead of myself. Up at the top, it says select. If you click select and there's a couple of slides that you want to use, you click on all of them and then you select copy. And then you're going to go back to your content under Tuesday or anything under the 23rd, and you're going to paste it. And these pictures, you guys, if you have a photo of you that you want to crop over top, you can. We're just kind of prepping our content so we know what we want to share, and then we do the little minor adjusting after. Okay. We are going to make an opportunity post on the fly right now. So I want you guys to think, what is one thing that you love about this incentive trip? And how I like to make my opportunity post is past, present, future tense. Where was I before with a traveling experience or a job experience? Where was I now and where am I going? So I will write out mine. We're just going to take one more minute, you guys. Just get your rough draft down. Ah. Okay. And you guys can feel free to go, obviously take your time to go back. You can rewatch, pause, think about it. It takes time to know how to write up your own content. It took me a long time. Sometimes I would sit there for like 20, 30 minutes and be like, I have no idea what I want to write about today. But I think the content creating like this really helped me because I can get all the creative juices kind of flowing. I'm like, oh, this topic, oh, that topic. And you can even start writing down things that come to your mind for next week so that you're already a little bit ahead of what you want to, what you want your content to look like. Message me beach. And you don't have to put a call to action on every post. I know Melissa asked about that before. You could just say, if you could use a vacation with no stress about the expense, my inbox is always open. Prompting them with a call to action that says like, message me beach or comment, comment an emoji. Those are all things that are great. You could just share about it. You'd be surprised how many people will reach out to you and be like, what is this post this business that you keep posting about? Even if there's no call to action, people are super nosy. And they're like, I keep seeing you post about like all this crazy stuff. Okay. So, Tuesday, what do I have written down for Tuesday for products? I'm going to let you guys fill in the blank with this product. we talked about this on the last content creating, is pick 3, you guys. Pick 3 and think, what do I want to share about? What am I most excited about? What am I host to posting about? And create a little mini pack around that. And just constantly share those 3-ish plus products over and over and over, you know. Everyone's new that's coming to your page. So it makes it easier for you creating your content too. And if you're using those 3 specific products, you don't have to have a full cupboard full of everything. Okay. You just know what you like. All right. So I'm going to stop talking.
Jess, are we still on Tuesday posting, or are we on Wednesday posting now?
We're on Tuesday. We're going to find product. So typically I don't post on my page about the product every day, but I know I should get more into a habit. If you want to find a post, you can. We're just going to find story slides to go with whatever we are using, whatever we're going to share about.
Okay.
Oops, I'm under posting. Stories. So you guys, I know that I'm training for a half marathon right now. I know that I'm going to be working out. If you're not working out, that's okay. Talk about how your crazy busy life is and what a product could benefit for. Maybe it's the anti-stress. Maybe it's the greens because you're not the best with your veggies. Something that's really simple. And you know how I told you guys that Tuesday is Trip Tuesday. So you don't necessarily have to have a picture of you at the beach. You can Google Jamaica and you can just put a picture of Jamaica in there. Okay. So I always want to give people content that aren't comfortable taking photos because it's not necessarily about selfies all the time. Again, just the visual connection of people being like, oh my gosh, Jamaica looks beautiful. I want to go on that trip. It's appetizing. Okay. And then I'm going to put my filler is entertainment. So I always want to think, what value am I giving to my audience that's not, so my page isn't just a catalog. I'm going to put a filler is going to be a funny reel. And it's one that you can either choose to create or you can go and find. There's no reason why we can't get that good content, which I'll go over a little at the end of this, how to find filler content. Okay. So we're going to go Wednesday. And Wednesday, you guys, I always do the wraps. Wrap Wednesday. It's just easy for me. I'm going to just show you guys my content. You can take a screenshot if you want to. I'm going to show you where you can get your own. So Jillian House, I'm actually stealing hers. And I created a little content of my own of showing myself wrapping. If you don't have a wrap, that's totally fine. Underneath boards, I'll just show you on my screen. So this is my content kind of for the day. when you go into the Go-Getters board, under product info and scripts, there is before and after pictures. So when you go in here, there is the wraps. Where is it? I think wraps is under skin. Where is it? Skin. So if you guys don't know, there's a whole other kind of section of before and after pictures in here, and the wraps are in here. Okay. You want to do back, legs. Okay. Also, if you go to written testimonies right at the top under before and afters, you'll find that, oops, you'll find that picture that I just shared into my, saved into my camera roll. Oh no, it's not. This is a different one. I have to add that other photo in here. Anyways, there's some written testimonies in there too. Oh, geez. And under posting 101, there's product posts for the wraps. There's a really good one I'll show you. If you've never used it before, it's under skinny wraps. It's right at the top. This one, it says post with a before and after picture. We used to have an old formula of wraps, which a lot of people don't know. So I would recommend taking that one right at the top and putting some before and after pictures with it. That would be my content for Wednesday. And then under stories 101s, you'll find slides under wraps as well that go with it. Just ties everything together. I really like this story because it has little prompts. It says put a poll right there. So there's like a picture that you can put a poll on. Okay, so one extra thing that I want to talk about is if you do have the wraps on hand, maybe you don't want to show yourself wearing a wrap, depending how you feel, is you can take a wrap and do a boomerang like this, just wave it. Video content, like I said, it doesn't have to be you tucking. It's just a motion, and that motion is distracting enough for our brain. We'll be like, oh, what was that? Squirrel, and we'll go and look at it. Okay, so texture I want to talk about in your stories just for 2 quick seconds is that you can do a whole bunch of pictures back to back to back. People will just tap and tap and tap. But if you have one that's moving, it's like eye-catching and people will stop. So a couple of different ideas is, you guys, a boomerang is always a go-to for me. A hyperlapse is, and it's just on your camera, you can click more and you can click hyperlapse. I have 3 people ask me that on the team. How do you get your stories to move fast like that? And you can just set your camera up in your cupboard and have it pointing down at your hands. Your face doesn't even have to be in it. And it can just be you pouring your hot water, you putting your coffee in, you mixing it together, and it's like sped up and it shows you making your product. It can be any product. So there's just a little teeny hack. Okay. So now we are on Wednesday. And you guys, I always like to take Wednesdays to, not always, but as often as I can, do something that's not about me necessarily. So maybe it's about the training, maybe it's about the support. So if I'm on like oh my gosh, Zoom or a power hour, and I can take a little picture or something and just talk about how I love how I have a ton of support, or I'll talk about how I was with my friendships when I was younger, you know. I was a tomboy when I was younger, or when I had Mackenzie, I was at home alone by myself. Talk about your relationships, of how you were with people and how you're finding like your own little community, whether it's moms, whether it's health people, or what do you like about our community? Hopefully you find something. It's fun, it's different, whatever you'd like. So and I'm just going to show you one more spot. So in the Go-Getter, under posting 101, there's business posts, and then there is business posting prompts. Okay. Just like the topics that I was talking about, you can go in here and pick a prompt. Talk about your struggles, how you've overcome them. Celebrate where you are in your business, how much your friend list has grown, how you're meeting new people. You can literally talk about anything. So go and pick a prompt and go and write up a little blurb about your Wednesday content. Okay, we're going to take a couple minutes to do that. Takes time because you're going to use that post as your story content as well. One more minute, you guys, we're gonna switch it up. Okay, I'm gonna have to add to this after. Okay. So I'm just gonna save it. We are gonna move on to Thursday, you guys. And one of the reasons that I like Thursday is because, again, it's one of those things, it takes all the thinking about what am I gonna post today. Every Thursday, we share about the bonuses. So we are on a Thursday. I'll start fresh, Thursday. Right here. So since we're already typing up, you guys, so if hopefully you can see kind of a pattern. Monday, we talk about like our, our home life, our office view. Tuesday, we share about the trip. Wednesday, maybe we'll share something about the team. Thursday, we're talking about the money. So we're really hitting all of the different points of what this business has to offer and just showcasing all those kinds. Because maybe it's not the money for someone, maybe it's the friendships, maybe it's the health. But we're going to write up our bonuses. Today is one of my favorite days of the week. It's one of the best days of the week. The vest. It's the vest day. Fix my own spelling errors there. So I want to talk about how we upgraded our compensation plan, because we did. So maybe there was someone who was potentially wanting to do the business or did the business before, and they didn't realize that we had weekly bonuses, because these are only actually new as of a year and a half ago. And now they're paying us to duplicate it our own even more. So when we complete a 4 and a friend 3 times, we actually get the extra bonus ourselves for putting in the efforts that we've got going on. So so technically, we're not supposed to put income claims. We're not supposed to put dollar amounts. But I want you to think of a bill. Think of a bill that it's going to pay that's around that dollar amount. Your car payment, your gas for the week, your groceries for a family of 3, or maybe you're putting $200 of, maybe you're putting a $200 a week away for your vacation or something like that. Incognito, however you want to talk about it. If you had $200 dropped into your bank account right now, what would you do with it? You can even write that as your prompt. That's actually really good. And if you didn't earn one, you can always say my next one. You don't have to talk about the one that you just earned. You are always going for one of those bonuses regardless. So you can say my next one is going towards XYZ. Okay. So again, you guys, this post you can use. I am writing that mine is going to be, it's got spelling errors and everything in there, which I'll fix hopefully. But mine is going towards our pool. It's like $670 for our pool in our backyard, and it's freaking hot here already. So I could go Google a picture of a pool. I don't have it yet, so obviously I can't share about my kids in it, but I can show a picture of a pool, what it, envision, cast that vision for your audience, that they can have it too. And you can use that in your story slides. Alrighty. So Thursday content, you guys. I like to do Thursdays. I'm gonna go back. I like to do weight loss packs on Thursdays. When you go in the Go Getters board under Stories 101, where is it? Weight loss combos. So there's ones in there that offer multiple products. So say I shared on, you know, Monday about the cleanse, and then Tuesday I shared about the coffee, and then Wednesday I shared in my story about the gummies or something like that. I have the protein in there. I can go under the weight loss combos and use maybe 2 of those products and kind of put them together so that people can see that they work well together too. I think a really good one to hit on is the Thermophyte X and the gummies, or because I use that HAP. I use that HAP all the time, something with gummies in it. So you guys can go and pick a weight loss pack. And if you're not into weight loss, you don't have to do weight loss, you guys. That's just what I share often. You could do this one, Power Protein. I shared about, oopsie, the protein this week. And you guys, if I'm putting up a story slide again, you can add to these. So you can say, you know, combo of my 3 favorites, coffee, gummies, and XYZ. And then adding a poll. What are your goals? Or a question box. And what are your goals? You know, healthy and more energy. I want to grow muscle. I want to lose 10+ pounds. Okay, give people the option to a call to action. So I think we're just gonna do Friday, you guys. And then I know we're kind of going fast on these last ones because I talk so much, but Friday is payday typically. So a good old call to action on your page, whether it is for the product or if it's for the opportunity. Who wants to use X, Y, Z and reach this goal? Who wants to make extra income? Da 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 da. And again, there's a board for that. So when you go into boards under posting 101, is it product posts? No. No, I think it's under. Where is it? So you can essentially use any host to post as your own on your own page. Okay, so again, depending on the product that you want to use. I'm going to show you guys a second resource. All right. When we go to Pinterest, if you don't have Pinterest, I recommend getting it just for this specific reason. You can search. This happened to me last time. May have an error. Get out of here. Pinterest. What did I just press? Sure. Okay. That's my birthday now. I was born in May. Okay. When you go to Pinterest and then there's a little magnifying glass there, if you click on it and search "it works anything," pick a product. If someone wants to put in the chat, "it works aloe," search. There's going to be ones that come up, shows the benefits, it shows the product. Okay, you can search "it works coffee," "it works opportunity," okay, anything that you want. And the cool thing is when you click on it, so this duo I love anyways, when you click on it and you scroll down, it'll show ones that are similarly themed so that they kind of flow together. They have a nice whatever quality to them because they all look, whatever that word is, I can't think of the word. Cohesive. There we go. Holy schmoly. Okay. So there's so many different ones. So go and pick your product. Go to Pinterest and type "it works," da da da, and find some slides. I'm just going to do the owl because I'm here. Click 3 dots, download image. Why is it asking me? Just send it to myself in Messenger. I don't know. It's okay. There we go. I like the ones that don't have the pictures of the bottle necessarily. If you can find ones that are more like this, I recommend using these. I mentioned I'm going to come touch you guys in. I'm almost finished, okay? Did you brush your teeth? Thank you. I'll be there in a minute when I take a look. I love you too. Okay, guys, I'm cutting it close on time and my kids are waiting for me to read them a book and tuck them in. So hopefully you guys have some resources. I'll just search It Works opportunity really, really quick. Oops, opportunity slides, stories. It Works opportunity stories. So same kind of thing, you guys, when you go into here, just click on one that you like and find ones that go together. You can see this one here. All of these ones have pictures. And you obviously, I wouldn't recommend using someone else's photo, but you can think, okay, I'm going to do a content creating day. So normally for me, guys, on Sunday, I will go and I will change my shirt and I will take 5 pictures. I will do 5 reels. I will do 5 of whatever. I know what I'm going to be wearing on Monday when I go to put up that post in case I go live or something happens. So it literally takes all the thinking about what am I going to wear? What am I going to post? What I'm going to share? And think, okay, I'm going to do this pose. I'm going to go and sit on a bench somewhere and I can take this picture. So that's another thing that I love about finding content is that you don't need to know what to post. You can just recreate the exact same thing, but it's you. Last thing that I'm going to share on my screen that didn't work last time is leaders to follow. So I didn't do this for the longest time and wish that I did. So sorry, if I go into boards, in the Go-Getters board under posting 101, right at the bottom, it says leaders to follow. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of homework. Set a timer for the love of the Lord, 5 minutes per person, and only do 6 or something like that, or else you can get stuck scrolling for hours and hours and hours. Who do I know on here that I really like? So I really like Christy Christensen. Oops. And when you see their little Facebook down underneath, it should take you over to their page. You might have to log into Facebook, but it'll take you over to their page. What I do is I will go to their story. I'm just going to go to her story. Don't mind the music. Oh, she only has 1 slide up. Oh, it's Sunday. Today's her Sabbath, usually, I think, because they go to church and stuff. This is them dressed up for church. She always posts about her day. But if you guys scroll down and you go through, what are you going to see? You're going to see a lot of her. You're going to see some verbiage that you can be like, oh, I really relate with that. She used to be a hairdresser and now she's a mom of 4. And she talks about all the things, her journey. So it just gives you an idea about how to post. And then if you find ones that you really relate with, again, you can take, so I'll just take this. After years of practice, you think we could manage a family picture better. I love it. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm not going to retype out this whole post. I'm just going to take a screenshot. Then I'm going to go into my camera roll. Hi, Jill. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my camera roll under screenshots. And I just showed someone how to do this the other day. Just let it load. Hold on before I get ahead of myself. So once you're at this screenshot, you tap on it with your finger. Sorry, you hold down on it with your finger. And you can copy and paste the wording right from in here and just edit it. So there's a time saver. Again, when you're using a post, I'll take a picture of the pictures and be like, these are some poses that I can do with my kids. I am not a professional photographer at all. Okay, so what was the last, sorry, I had one last note and I got to hop off. Create your own boards. We did apps to use. Okay. The Later app, Later, is an app you can use that you can generate, type up all your posts, put them in there, and they will post for you while you're at work and or busy and stuff like that. So you can literally get all your content done tonight, load it into your thing, and it'll post for you. Later, if you're posting on Instagram, you can connect your Instagram to post right on over to Facebook. Oh, that's what else I was going to show you guys. So if you're someone who uses Instagram and all of these profile pictures or just Facebook, oh shoot, I clicked on Sherry Lynn. Does she have about, might have to go. Yeah. So if you click on any of these leaders and you click on their about, it'll show the little camera icon. It says Sherry Alcala. That's her Instagram. And when you tap on it, it'll take you over there. Again, it'll give you ideas for what kind of content to put up, what kind of bio to look like. This is what her Instagram looks like, okay? Just to give you ideas. Top leaders pages. Oh, that's one other thing. So when I'm scrolling on leaders pages, and I'll go to who was I on today? Was it Erin Tweed or was it Jocelyn Yates? I think it was Jocelyn Yates. It won't show me on here. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna go to her Facebook, Jocelyn Yates. So when I go to a top leaders page, I will typically look to see, okay, what gets lots of shares? What gets lots of comments? Those are typically ones that people will engage on. This one right down here, remote workers wanted. I've seen a lot of other top leaders post this. I'm going to save it and I'm going to reuse that as my call to action this Friday. It always gets lots of comments. Why? It's just worded in a way for some reason. And again, if she's got interactive posts that have lots of shares and things, I'm going to just take screenshots of that all day long. And why is because that's my filler content for the week in between my regular posts and my regular stories. I don't have to create a whole bunch of content. I can steal it all. Okay. Okay. What was the last thing I had? Look what people love the most. So that's the other thing, you guys, is typically when you're scrolling on leaders pages, they'll get like 20, well, frick, that's like 20 comments. Mine aren't that big, but anything that's personal, so laughing at me, is better. You will see when you're scrolling top leaders pages, it's not the who wants to try my gummies posts that do really good. It's the here I am with my family and the personal ones that get the lots of engagement. And that's going to create that like, know, and trust. It builds a relationship with your audience. So you have to get out of your comfort zone and get more personal. You can still use the beach, I'm going to unshare my screen because I'm just looking at Jocelyn Yates. Zoom. Where are you? Zoom, there you go. Unshare, stop share. You guys can see me for 2 seconds. Where did I go? But yeah, it is, the picture of the beach, the picture of your feet in bed, all the other things. But other than that, try to get yourself in your content as much as you can. People relate with people, they don't relate with products. Instagram, I already shared about copy links from Reels. So I didn't do any Reel content in here because everyone is so different and it really does depend what you like. But again, I'm going to do a Reels and TikTok training, not this Tuesday, next Tuesday. So you can come in and see where you can find your own content and some quick ways that you can create your own in like 15 seconds or less. I appreciate you guys for staying on extra long. I went like 15 minutes past what I thought I was going to. Go finish up your post for the rest of the day. You can do Saturday, Sunday, if you want to get creative, kind of what we shared. And I will see you guys all for Fresh Week tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night, you guys.
Night.